Hi, and welcome to On Stage with the Little Mermaid, the musical. I'm your theater mom, Erin Boni, and thank you for being with us to explore the fourth installment of the summer shows at South Park Children's Theater. And it is the Little Mermaid, the musical. Today I have several guests who are going to be with me to take you through this production, which will appear on the outdoor stage from July 28th to August 6th. The outdoor stage at South Park is a unique experience because family and friends can bring camping chairs and blankets to sit on the green. There are no bad seats. There's a concession stand for snacks and drinks available, and no show is longer than 90 minutes with intermission. Also, prior to the show, which is my favorite part, the actors come out into the audience in character to engage with the patrons. So first up, I have some actors with me. Please welcome Phoebe, Kadence, and Sevastos. Thanks for being here with me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this one. So, The Little Mermaid, everybody knows, kind of the original story. I'm going to talk with Miss Sandy later because she actually made this arrangement of this particular show. But tell me about your character without giving anything in particular away, I guess, to the audience. Anything that's a surprise in the show. Phoebe?
So I am Nerida, who is a big-nosed water tang, and she is part of the School of Fish, who are spies for the king.
Oh, wow. Okay. Kadence?
So I play Persephone, and she's the evil sea witch.
Nice.
She's very, she knows who she is, but she's also very, she's not as powerful as she wants to be.
Okay.
But she knows that she can be more powerful, I guess.
All right. Sevastos?
I am Eduardo the Narwhal.
Oh, awesome.
I am another member of the School of Fish.
Very
so I kind
cool.
of do the same thing that she does. I'm a spy for the king.
All right, awesome. Okay, so before I get into some other questions, I actually kind of want to know, this is fun. Talk to me a little bit about your costumes for this. Go ahead, Kadence, you can start. Yeah.
So my costume, I was kind of, I was like, I wonder what it's going to be like, because is it going to be witchy? Is it going to be just kind of like there? I brought in some of my own things as well, but I have tentacles because I'm an octopus, and I have all these different colors going, but they're all in the evil kind of color scheme.
Oh, gotcha.
And yeah, it's just, it's a very hot costume.
Right, I know,
honestly.
that's the only thing. You guys are probably going to be sweating a little bit.
But it's just really shows off my character a lot more, in my opinion.
I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to be under the sea on stage.
Yeah.
Phoebe?
Part of the stage is the land, and then the whole rest of the stage is the sea.
Okay. All right, so it's going to be how you kind of get in there. Now, Narwhal, do you have the big, the big horn? Do you have to wear a big hat?
Okay, so how the School of Fish costumes work is it's the person behind the fish is just a normalized fish, right? It's just normal.
Okay.
But we have puppets that we're going to use. Mine's a narwhal. She has the tang. It's a tang, right? Yeah. And so we're going to kind of be moving those around. It's going to be a really fun bit.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love it. That's because I was trying to kind of picture how this was going to be. You know what I mean? I'm because we're trying to, normal costumes for normal people are just okay, a dress, pants, weird shoes maybe, or a jacket, a vest. But trying to create sea creatures. Oh, I'm really excited. I can't wait to come see this show. So Phoebe, I wanted to ask you in particular, something I've not discussed on the show before is you have something called a swing part, and tell me what that means.
So that means that as well as my role that I memorize, I also memorize all of the female leads' lines, choreography, blocking, and music.
Oh wow, so you're almost kind of like an understudy. Mm-hmm. Wow, okay, so you got a lot going on in that head right now. Trying to memorize a lot. Okay, so then that might be one of your more challenging things, so I might have to come back to you for that. So Sevastos, talk to me about what is most interesting and most challenging about The Little Mermaid.
I've had a lot of it's always the heat, especially for these summer shows.
Yeah.
For the fall and winter shows, and now those are on the indoor stage, so it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But the heat has been really, really, really hard. It hit bad during Princess King, but this is bad is bad, and so bad ones are coming up here for the
right. You guys might have to put
practices.
those little like neck things
Yeah.
on underneath, you know, whatever you're wearing, just to kind of get through it. Kadence, what have you found like either challenging or you know, interesting about this particular musical?
So I've done a good amount of shows in my years of doing theater.
Yeah.
And I think this one, like the most interesting thing was working on a brand new show with with our director who wrote it as well.
Yeah.
And I think probably the most difficult thing was, since it is original music, we didn't have tracks to learn. So it was very difficult to just like go off of the recordings were kind of just ahs, and you would just
Right.
hear the notes, and it was very difficult, but we got it down. We
Right.
finally got it, but
Yeah.
it took a while. It was very difficult.
And it wasn't something you would have heard before either, you know,
No.
whereas even in some of these other ones, it'd be either like simple tunes or older tunes that were like, you know, repurposed for, you know, for different things. But right, yeah, completely original music. And again, when I interview Miss Sandy, we're going to talk about all that, but that's amazing. Phoebe, other than learning everybody's single lines in the show, and, you know, obviously the exhausting heat, what have you found, I guess, like inspiring, interesting, or even challenging about this musical?
I really liked how everyone came together, sort of. Like all the fish, they work together to put all the props together, and we have a lot of numbers where we have to be in like total sync with each other.
Okay, yeah, so just that coordinating and stuff, and like just seeing it all pull together at the end is great. Okay, just kind of going down the line, and I know I've asked this question in the past, just tell me like where you currently go to school, because what I like to, you know, share with the audience is that this is a mix of kids from, you know, pretty much all of the South Hills area. So where you go to school, and then also tell me what you like most about being a part of South Park Theater.
Next year I'm going to Bethel Park High School.
Woo!
And
Big Bad High School.
I really like the community at South Park. I've made a lot of friends there. And if you're in a show outside of the theater, a lot of people will come to see that show, and I think that's really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cadence.
I go to Baldwin High School.
Nice.
And
What grade will you be going into?
I will be going into 10th.
Nice. Okay.
I think my favorite thing about South Park is meeting all of the new people, and like everybody from different schools coming together and putting a show together, because I remember like my first show at South Park, which was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember like going in and being like, oh my God, I'm not going to know anybody. I'm going to be, oh my God, this is nerve-wracking. But then once you got there, it was just so welcoming, and like I just loved being there. And I've done, I think this is my third summer season now, so it's just like truly one of my favorite. I look forward to it every single year. It's just so fun, and everybody is just super nice.
Great. Sevastos. I know I've asked you this question on the last show, but
Yeah. Like, it's just the community behind it. It's always just so fun to see everybody again. Just, oh, I know this person. I wonder when I'm going to see them next. And then, who knows, like maybe like later in the season, I'll be like, there they are again.
Right. And I feel like you guys get to see like crossover in different shows, right? So maybe, you know, like my daughter will work with, you know, one of you in one show, but then not see you again until, you know, maybe another summer. But what's great too is you guys all come to each other's shows in the summer, as well as like what Phoebe said, if you're involved in something, you know, at your own school, your like South Park community shows up to support you, which is really cool. That's awesome. Okay, so toughest thing here is one sentence plug, real quick, or even one word plug. Why come see this show?
Every actor is doing such a fantastic job, and it's going to be such a blast.
Awesome.
A brand new musical with some awesomeness in it.
Perfect. Love it. I know. I said I made it down short this time. Go ahead.
It's just really fun to see how no matter where you are, whether you're like on the land or in the sea, there's just always like a fun. It's not just always super funny, but it has like some good lessons in there as well. It's just a really fun show.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here with me
you.
today.
Thank you.
Awesome. And when we come back, we're going to chat with a few more actors from the show. So stay tuned and hang in there with us. welcome back to On Stage. We're talking about The Little Mermaid, the musical. And now I have Addison, Vincent, and Sam with me. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thanks for being here with me today.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Okay, so as I always start, I want to find out, who are you in the show, and what can you tell us about your character without giving any secrets away? And we'll start with Addison.
My character's name is Princess Penelope. She's the princess of the sky, and I would say that she's very sassy and independent.
Nice. Vincent.
My character name is Prince Terra. I'm Prince of the Land.
Okay.
I'm a little clumsy, I'd say, a little
Nice.
confused, all that. And my parents, we have a forced marriage with Penelope.
Oh,
in
a
the show.
forced marriage.
Yeah,
Okay,
forced
so that's
marriage.
going to be.
Yeah.
So that's important to know. All right,
Yeah.
Sam.
And I'm Shaylon, and I'm like in love with Phoebe, who's the Little Mermaid,
Okay.
and like trying to do anything to like get her to notice me.
Okay. Awesome. Oh, this is great. I feel like, I know this isn't original, but I feel like, okay, I can't wait to see it because it's going to be like a brand new, kind of everything. All right. So talk to me a little bit about what makes a musical more challenging, but also more rewarding, I guess, in terms of what you do.
You have to learn all of the music and the choreography on top of memorizing all your lines and your blocking, so it's a lot more work that you put into it, but it's really rewarding to see the end result and have people come up to you and give you so many compliments about how well you did and how well they liked the show.
Gotcha. So, Vincent, you said that you are Terra again,
Yeah, Prince Terra.
Prince of the Land, and you have to. So, how is your choreography? You said that you're a little bit clumsy and awkward.
Yeah.
So, talk to me. How does that play into like your choreography or your blocking on stage?
Well, let's see. Whenever I first meet Penelope, I'm pretty much all over the place. Like mess up first meeting big time.
Right.
Choreography. I'm pretty much like as the show goes on, I get a bit better at
Get more coordinated.
Yeah.
As time goes on. But I would think even trying to be clumsy would be even sometimes more difficult, right? In a way, because you don't want to hurt yourself, right?
It's not too hard for me.
Right.
I do it naturally.
Comes naturally.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Sam, talk to me about what you enjoy, I guess, equal to or more than, because you were obviously in King Midas. Talk to me about what is it that draws you to a musical?
I think that it's just you're able to tell a story through the music too. Not just through the words, but how you sing it, how you feel when you sing it, and how that conveys to the audience and the other actors.
Awesome. Good stuff. Okay. So very briefly, I just want you guys to talk to me about, well, we talked pre-camera. You guys are all going to be going to the same place next year, but just tell me, yes, they're all going to be freshmen at Bethel Park High School, so we do get a good Bethel Park contingency. But tell me, what is it that you like most about South Park Theater? And maybe tell me how many years you've been involved in South Park Theater as well.
I've been involved with South Park Theater for 5 years, going on 6 in November.
Nice.
And what draws me back to South Park Theater every time is the people are so nice, and the friendships, they last all the way through. Like, I've known Vincent for like 2 years, and we met through South Park Theater, and we're best friends.
And even though you guys go to the same school, right? But you met through here
Yeah.
because high school, because these public schools are big. That's right. You may not ever see anybody. Vincent, what about you?
I have been at South Park Theater for I think five years now. Yeah, and again, the community behind South Park Theater, like even like how welcoming we are to new actors. Like if it's their first show, they find good friends and everyone just has a good time. I always find myself coming back because of how nice everyone is.
Awesome. Sam.
Yeah, so I started this year
Yeah,
in
you're
South
brand
Park
new.
Theater, and I
Yeah.
did a variety show with Miss Sandy, and she was just so nice and welcoming then. I really wanted to do the summer shows, and I auditioned for King Midas and The Little Mermaid, and I got into both of them.
Yeah.
And it's just been such a nice and fun community to be around, and I'm so grateful for Miss Sandy like helping me get into that, and just really starting me on this journey.
Right, and that's awesome. I know, and you guys will be going to the big high school, being able to try out for some of the big productions there too. Yeah, Central Park's kind of like, yeah, it's no joke, man, with some of their musicals. That's awesome. All right, so give me a one sentence or even one word, if you can be that witty. One sentence, one word plug about why do we need to come see The Little Mermaid.
It's original, it's new, and it's nothing that anyone has ever seen before. It's the first time that we're ever performing this show.
Sandy did, I think, a beautiful job writing the show, and it's a joy to watch and perform. So I think it can be enjoyed by anyone.
Yeah, it truly is. There's some great messages, and it's a whole new show that no one's seen before.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being with me today.
Yes,
I'm
thank
very
you for
excited.
having us.
You guys are like pumping me up for the show. So, all right. So when we return, I will speak with the director, who is also the writer of this new production, and an actor / assistant stage manager. So please stay tuned and hang in there with us. And welcome back. We're talking about The Little Mermaid, the musical, and we have the director and the writer of the show, as well as another actor who is also kind of taken on assistant stage manager duties. So we're going to talk about all those things with them. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. So, Sandy, this show is a labor of love for you. Okay, so can you talk to me about the process of taking a story that's out there, but then rewriting it for the children's stage and music and all those things?
Sure. I had written Little Mermaid quite a while ago, back in the early 2000s, and it was produced on the stage when Audrey Castracane was there. And it was not a musical. It was okay. The second time I did it, I added fish, and Josie got to be one of our fish. That was an addition to the play, and I still wasn't real fond of the storyline. Hans Christian Andersen, of course, she becomes sea mist and she dies, and that's no fun.
Right.
So, and it's
all
not
those original
Disney.
fairy tales are too much.
It's not a Disney version at all.
Okay.
Then I approached Emily with the idea of turning it into a musical, and I changed it quite a bit. We added a merboy, whom you met in the previous session there.
Nice.
So he became kind of besotted of the mermaid, and we upped the fish's responsibilities. The School of Fish became spies, as well as having to learn how to work for the King's Guard. We have a comedic team with catfish and dogfish. So when we started to develop this, I asked my friend Karen Grohl from South Hills Chorale if she would write our music and our lyrics, and she did. And that
what a huge
is
undertaking. Yeah.
It was, and Josie's kind of been in it from the beginning. She was not only was in one of the shows, but she's also been at a lot of the readings that we've had as we've developed it this far.
Nice. So Josie, can you tell me then what it's like? So tell me, how old were you during the first play production of this, if you remember?
Gosh, this was 7 years ago, so I must have been 11 at the time.
Okay.
Going into 5th grade, I think.
Okay. And so tell me then, what is it like to see it, I guess, kind of morph into something else? And then, like I said, you got to be part of the readings along the way. So
yeah, it's been an experience getting to see this show that was my first ever show on the outdoor stage.
Awesome.
Come this far and be my last ever show on the outdoor stage.
Because you are a graduate now.
Yes.
I know, which is crazy. I know, so amazing. That is so it's like making your full circle really kind of come to life there. That's wonderful. So Sandy, talk to me about then, how has it been seeing it come to life, I guess, on the outdoor stage? Because obviously readings and how it was before, and so, what have you, I guess, morphed and changed other than the addition of music to make it different for you or better?
Just having that music has made it so much better. Okay. It moves the storylines along quite well, and the music is just beautifully done.
Nice. Now, they said originally they didn't have, like, quote unquote tracks. So how did you record, I guess, background music for them?
Well, Karen Grohl, who developed the music, we gave it all over to Kirk Howe, who then transposed it so that we could have sheet music for the kids, and he made orchestrations and performance tracks for them to listen to.
Right.
It still was quite a difficult task for these kids, and they have just risen to the occasion. I'm just so proud of all of them. It just makes me so happy to see this happen.
That's wonderful. So talk to me then, Josie, you've been in some musicals before, and so how was this, kind of challenging, to have this fresh and new and nothing really to kind of go off of to learn the tracks?
As mentioned, there were no vocal tracks. There was just the ahs to know where our notes were.
Oh, wow.
And on top of that, this music is a bit more challenging than some of the other music that's been put on the children's theater stage.
Right.
So it took that extra level of development with our vocal director, Miss Holly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was going to ask. So I know Holly does a great job, right, kind of working with you guys separately. So that's awesome. Very good. Okay, so I know, I have so many things I want to ask. Sandy, how did you develop, I guess, props, scenery, and I love how they talked about the costuming being kind of puppets. I hope we didn't give too much away with that.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, but what made that, I'm kind of very excited about this, but you got land, you got sea, you got creatures,
we've got air, we've got swans.
Wow. So
Yes.
talk to me about how did you develop that, the idea for the whole scenery to come together?
Well, the one that Josie was in, we had the fish puppets, and I cut them out and they painted them and I put them together and they move. They're movable fish puppets, and they used them through their whole play. They're not going to be used this time through the whole play because these fish have more to do. They're going to be moving furniture, they're going to be moving sets, they're going to be dancing. There's a lot of cool dancing. Wait till you see her dance. It's really, really great. Krista Stowe did our choreography, and it's just incredible. It also enhances this musical tremendously.
That's wonderful. Oh, man. All right. So, Josie, as a seasoned South Park person, talk to me about not just being an ambassador, but also having been involved. Tell me how many years. You probably don't even could track how many shows, but your whole experience.
I do actually know how many shows.
Okay,
I've
good
been
for
keeping
you. All
count.
right, good.
I have a document keeping count.
Yes.
I've been acting out at South Park for 12 years now. I've been in, this is my 30th show with South Park Theater, which is a lot.
That's amazing.
So I'm an ambassador, which means I am part of a group of high schoolers who we are basically the bridge between the children's theater and the main stage.
Okay.
We go out to outreach events, we talk about the theater.
Nice.
So I've also been in a main stage show now.
Yes, most recently,
So-
which is wonderful. Talk to me about your character very quickly in that show.
In the
Yeah,
main
in the main
stage show?
stage. Yes, please.
I was Vicky Smith in Caught in the Net. She was a British teenager in the 90s, super snarky, didn't want to listen to her parents at all.
Yeah.
So.
Not like any teenagers we know at all. No,
Not at all.
All right, well then talk to me about your character here in The Little Mermaid.
I play Conger the eel, who is the sea witch's minion.
Okay.
Um,
Sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very awkward, describes herself as weird and different, has never really had any friends other than the sea witch.
Okay. Oh my gosh, just, yeah. And again, amazing that you see all this come really full circle. That's wonderful. All right, and I also understand you've kind of been assisting Tristan as stage manager. Talk to me about what that has been like, because going from front to back is not always an easy transition.
Yeah. So Tristan's been needed a lot more in front of the stage, working our music during rehearsals so that we can hear it. So I've been backstage trying to make sure everyone stays quiet and make sure everyone's
cues.
Yes, making sure everyone's very ready for their cues and their entrances and everything like that. I've also been helping with a lot of the other backstage stuff, like supporting Tristan in taking bathroom trips and water breaks and stuff like that.
Right, yeah, just kind of managing people is a totally different thing than just managing yourself on stage. All right, well, Sandy, I come back to you because I just think what a tremendous accomplishment and honor, and congratulations to you
Thank you.
having this put on stage. And I'm like, I can't wait to see it. But
I
tell
can't
me
wait
if
for you
there's,
to see it.
I know. But is there anything that I've missed, or any additional promotion that you can give me for the audience for the show?
I think it will be for all ages. I think there's some humor built in that the adults will get that perhaps the children may not, and I think that the fish will connect with the children in the audience. In fact, they do come down into the audience at one point, and I hope this isn't giving too much away, but there will be a bubble fest in the last song that we're hoping to get some of the kids involved in.
Very excited. Nice.
So it's going to be, I think, just a really entertaining show for everybody, and I can't wait for them to hear the music and see the dancing. The music, I'm hoping, will bring a few tears to some people's eyes because it's just so beautifully written.
That's wonderful. I love it. So Josie, plug this show for us. Plug your very last show. I love it though, but it's like beginning and end. You end on the 30th. I mean, that's like a good number, all that stuff. But give me like a quick plug for Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid, the musical, is such an amazing show that everyone should come see to see this new interpretation of a classic fairy tale.
Awesome. Thank you both for being here with me
Oh,
today.
thank you.
I can't wait to see this show. All right, and so for you guys, the audience, okay, please come see The Little Mermaid, the musical, at the outdoor stage at South Park Children's Theater. It's at the corner of Brownsville Road and Corrigan Drive from July 28th through August 6th. Shows are Mondays at 6:30, Tuesdays at 10 a.m. and 6:30 p.m., and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Over the 2 weeks, you'll have 8 chances to see this show. So come out, bring a chair and a blanket, and don't miss it. Maybe even bring a snack or buy some at the concession stand. So thank you so much for being with us at On Stage, and we'll see you next time.